Gentlemen, the moment you stop begging for attention, stop explaining your worth, stop chasing what is confused, inconsistent, and convenient, everything changes. And I need you to hear me carefully for the next 30 seconds, because this might save you months, maybe years of emotional exhaustion. The person who truly wants closeness with you does not leave you starving in silence. The person who truly desires your presence does not make you earn basic consistency. And the fastest way to expose fake interest is not confrontation, not paragraphs, not pressure. It is absence. It is stepping back. It is disappearing long enough for the truth to reveal itself. Because when you remove your effort, you find out whether there was ever anything real there to begin with. Too many men are not heartbroken because they lost the right woman. They are heartbroken because they kept investing in mixed signals and called it hope. They kept confusing chemistry with commitment, attraction with intention, attention with affection. And then they wonder why they feel drained, disrespected, and mentally trapped. Listen to me. Your peace starts returning the moment you stop trying to force clarity out of confusion. If a woman genuinely wants intimacy with you, real intimacy, not entertainment, not validation, not temporary excitement, there are behaviors you will not have to decode. They will show up. Not perfectly, not robotically, but clearly enough that a self-respecting man does not have to live in constant doubt. First, she makes access to her world easier, not harder. When a woman wants you close, she opens doors. She responds. She creates space. She does not act like every conversation is a privilege you have to earn with acrobatics. She is not hiding behind mystery every second of the day. She lets you in. Maybe not all at once, maybe not recklessly, but she gives you a real path to know her. If every interaction feels like you are trying to crack a code, if every message feels like you are auditioning, if every meeting feels like luck instead of mutual effort, that is not the energy of someone who truly wants intimacy. That is the energy of someone enjoying your pursuit more than your presence. Second, she becomes intentional with her attention. People make time for what matters to them, not excuses, not stories. Time. Effort, prioritization. And I know some of you have been lied to by modern dating culture. You have been told that inconsistency is normal, confusion is attractive, emotional unavailability is mysterious. No, let's tell the truth. When a woman is genuinely drawn to you, she does not leave you wondering where you stand for weeks while still expecting your loyalty, your energy, and your emotional labor. She reaches, she checks in, she remembers, she follows through. You do not have to drag her into consistency. Interest has momentum. Third, she relaxes around you. Intimacy is not only about physical desire. It is emotional safety. It is the drop in the shoulders. It is the softness in the eyes. It is the comfort to be present without performing. A woman who wants real closeness with you starts removing the armor. She does not only flirt when she is bored or lonely. She starts trusting the space. She allows moments of depth. She lets conversation breathe. She shares what matters to her. She asks what matters to you. And this is where many men miss it. They chase fireworks and ignore calm. But calm is powerful. Calm means she does not experience you as a threat to manage. She experiences you as a man she can come closer to. Fourth, she gives you signs of exclusivity before she ever says the word. Not ownership, not control, but investment. She cares how she appears in your life. She notices your attention. She becomes aware of the bond. She does not treat you like a disposable option while expecting premium access to your energy. A woman who wants intimacy does not casually position you in the same category as everybody else while secretly hoping you will act like a husband, therapist, bodyguard, and emotional support system. No, she starts honoring your place. Maybe subtly at first, but the signal is there. You matter differently. Fifth, she becomes curious about your inner world. Not just what you do. Not just what you can provide. You, your mind, your scars, your standards, your story. A woman who truly wants intimacy wants to understand the man, not just consume the benefits. She asks questions that go beneath the surface. She listens when you answer. She remembers the details. She pays attention to what hurts you, what drives you, what shaped you. And gentlemen, never ignore this. Genuine curiosity is one of the purest forms of desire. Because when someone wants to know you, not just use you, they are reaching for connection, not convenience. Sixth, and maybe most important, she responds to your absence. This is where everything gets exposed, because words can lie. Vibes can mislead. Attraction can fluctuate. But absence? Absence reveals value. When you step back from a one-sided dynamic, one of two things happens. Either she notices, reaches, and shows you that your presence meant something, or the silence becomes permanent, and you finally get the answer your pride was too afraid to accept. That is why disappearing is powerful, not as a game, not as manipulation, but as a test of reality. You stop interrupting the truth with your constant effort. You stop carrying the connection on your back. You stop performing emotional CPR on something that may already be dead. And some of you need to hear this without sugarcoating. If you have to chase, convince, over-explain, overgive, and overanalyze just to feel barely wanted, you are not building intimacy. You are volunteering for emotional poverty. You are standing outside a locked door calling it loyalty. You are draining your masculine edge, trying to be chosen by someone who enjoys being desired more than they enjoy actually connecting. A strong man does not fear losing what never fully chose him. A strong man does not collapse because someone could not recognize his value. A strong man understands that rejection is painful, yes, but prolonged confusion is far more destructive. Confusion erodes your confidence. Confusion makes you question your instincts. Confusion turns you into someone who tolerates half-love because full silence feels scarier. But silence is not the enemy. Silence is the mirror. Silence shows you who reaches. Silence shows you who cares. Silence shows you whether your energy was appreciated or merely consumed. So what happens when you disappear? You regain leverage over your own life. Your mind clears. Your obsession weakens. Your standards return. And suddenly, the connection is forced to stand on its own legs. No more you carrying every conversation. No more you making every plan. No more you being the glue holding together a bond that only existed because of your effort. Now the truth has room to breathe. If she reaches with sincerity, consistency, and intentionality, then maybe there was something real worth exploring. But if she vanishes the moment you stop pushing, then understand this with dignity. You did not lose intimacy. You lost illusion. And losing illusion is one of the most powerful victories a man can have, because now he is free to stop worshiping potential and start honoring reality. Gentlemen, your life changes when you stop asking, how do I make her see my value? I see ye my men. And start asking, why am I trying to prove my value where it is not naturally recognized? That question will save you. That question will mature you. That question will separate the man who chases from the man who chooses. Choose peace over panic. Choose clarity over chemistry. Choose reciprocity over fantasy. Choose your self-respect over the temporary high of being wanted only when it is convenient for someone else. Because the right connection does not require you to abandon your dignity just to feel desired. And let me leave you with this. The man who can walk away from inconsistency is the man who becomes unforgettable. Not because he played games, not because he manipulated emotions, but because he refused to betray himself. He understood that his presence is valuable, his attention is earned, and his energy is sacred. He understood that real intimacy does not need to be hunted down like prey. It recognizes itself. It responds. It reciprocates. It comes forward. So disappear. Not out of anger, not out of ego, out of wisdom. Step back. Get silent. Let the truth speak. And when it does, believe it the first time. Because the moment you stop chasing what is uncertain, you make room for what is undeniable.